Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards reveals thoughts on Mauricio Umansky's decisions after split. Kyle Richards is speaking candidly about her separation from husband Mauricio Umansky, sharing both lighthearted and thoughtful reflections on his recent choices on an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. Richards, 55, opened up about watching Umansky navigate their separation, noting that some of his decisions have amused her, and even sparked familiar jokes. Probably there's some truth to that, Richards told castmate Erica Jane when asked about suggestions that Umansky, 54, is going through a midlife crisis. I mean, I would say this to his face, which I actually have. Kind of watching how he's been navigating through this situation, there's been times I've thought, oh, this is giving major midlife crisis vibes, she continued. She pointed to the flashy new vehicle Umansky recently bought for their Aspen home, a towering, rugged truck she playfully referred to as a midlife crisis mobile. On the RHOBH after show, Richards elaborated on the oversized monster truck Umansky bought, describing it as rough, sandpapery, and attention-grabbing. It looks like a monster coming through town, she said. It's not like one you see around. Everyone stares and you're like, oh God. Season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills also followed Umansky's single-life adventures, including a highly publicized kiss with another woman during an international trip and nights out partying in Miami Beach with Paul P.K. Kemsley and Summer House star Kyle Cook. Despite the headlines, Richards insisted the behavior didn't upset her. It makes me think that's one of the reasons we're not together, actually, she told Andy Cohen during the RHOBH reunion. I don't like to go out and party like that. So when I see that, I'm like, when we were in our 20s, it was great, 30s too. But now I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, let our daughters go. While their separation became public in October 2023, Richards and Umansky have remained on friendly terms. They've attended multiple family events together, including celebrating the holidays and attending Stagecoach 2025. Most recently, they reunited for a pre-Mother's Day night out in Los Angeles, joined by their eldest daughters, Farrah Brittany, Alexia Umansky, Sophia Umansky, and niece Nikki Hilton. During an appearance on WWHL, Richards revealed that she and Umansky speak a couple times a week, with Umansky echoing a similar sentiment in a conversation with TMZ, confirming they have an amazing relationship and adding, I love her. As Richards and Umansky continue navigating their post-split dynamic, fans will be watching closely to see Hollywood romances rise and fall under the glow of camera flashes. Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky once stood as a symbol of lasting love, until recently. After nearly 3 decades of marriage, the couple's split shocked fans and stirred curiosity across reality TV and entertainment circles. Now, in a candid and deeply personal conversation, Kyle Richards is opening up about her thoughts on Mauricio Umansky's choices in the wake of their separation, offering a blend of vulnerability, insight, and grace that fans have come to admire. We weren't on the same page anymore. Sitting in her sun-drenched Beverly Hills living room, Kyle exudes a serene strength. The star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has weathered her share of storms, family feuds, tabloid drama, and the pressures of living in the public eye, but this chapter is uniquely personal. When you spend nearly 30 years with someone, they become part of your fabric, Kyle says, gently twisting a silver ring on her finger. But people grow. Sometimes they grow together, sometimes they don't. Kyle doesn't shy away from acknowledging the complexity of their separation. Mauricio and I didn't have a dramatic falling out. It wasn't one moment, it was a slow unraveling. Differences in values, in pace, in what we wanted for this next phase of life. The professional hustle, Mauricio's choices. Post-split, Mauricio Umansky threw himself into his work with a renewed intensity. As the founder of the agency, a high-end real estate firm, he has continued to expand his brand with high-profile listings and a Netflix reality show, Buying Beverly Hills, which features their daughters. Kyle admits she has mixed feelings watching Mauricio in this new, hyper-visible chapter. I'm proud of him, she says thoughtfully. Mauricio has always had a sharp mind for business. He knows how to build, how to sell, how to win. But I also wonder if all that hustle is a way to avoid slowing down and feeling. She pauses, then adds, "We're both guilty of that. We threw ourselves into work, the kids, our public lives. Sometimes I think we forgot how to just sit together and talk, not about deals or schedules, but about us. On new beginnings and public rebounds." Mauricio has been seen with other women since the split, prompting a flurry of speculation online. Kyle, however, handles the subject with remarkable composure. "I'm not going to pretend it didn't sting," she says, her voice even but her eyes glinting with emotion. "When you see someone you shared your life with move on so publicly, there's a part of you that wants to ask, was it that easy for you to let go? But I've learned not to take it personally." She credits therapy and journaling for helping her find peace. "I've done a lot of work on myself this past year. I had to face some hard truths about my own expectations and the ways I stopped showing up for myself and for him." When asked if she believes Mauricio is making the right choices post-split, Kyle smiles with a tinge of bittersweetness. "I think he's doing what he thinks is right for him. Whether or not those are the right decisions in the long run, only time will tell. We all have our own paths. Sometimes they have to diverge for each person to grow." Co-parenting and holding space. One place where Kyle and Mauricio remain united is their children. Their 4 daughters, Farah, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, remain the heart of their shared universe. "We promised each other from the start that no matter what happened between us, we'd never put the girls in the middle. And we've kept that promise," Kyle says firmly. She describes family dinners that still happen occasionally, especially for the younger ones. "We've redefined what our family looks like. It's not broken, it's evolving." Redefining womanhood in midlife. A particularly compelling part of Kyle's post-split journey is her own reawakening. She's stepped up her fitness regimen, embraced a fresh, minimalist style, and begun exploring new creative projects beyond art. When your identity has been wife of for so long, you start to wonder, who am I now? Kyle reflects, and I'm finally finding that out. The split, while painful, has also been liberating. There's something profoundly empowering about not knowing exactly where you're going, but still choosing to move forward. "I'm learning to trust that what's next might be better than what I thought I needed." The reality of reality TV. As for how much of this journey will make it onto Bravo screens, Kyle is circumspect. The cameras can only capture so much. What they miss are the sleepless nights, the quiet victories, the 1,000 little decisions you make every day to keep going. Still, she sees the show as a platform for honesty. "If even one woman sees me navigating this chapter and feels less alone in her own, then it's worth it."